Hello gorgeous angels, welcome back to another video. It's Monday morning, we chillin' boo, we've got our PJs on. Yeah, My Little Pony. What does that say? I don't really know. I am chilling out this morning. I am tidying the apartment, I'm getting my schedule back on track, and I was actually planning on filming a haul today, another haul for you guys. Shut these windows so you guys can actually hear what I'm saying. It is literally so hot, especially in this apartment with all of this nice weather, so we've had the literally all the windows open for about 6 weeks straight. So you are yeah, so I was actually planning on filming another haul for you guys today. I've got the stuff all down there. Kind of really ever since we got back from traveling, all my videos have been like sit down hauls or, you know, whatever. I haven't vlogged in a really long time, and there's been a few reasons for this, and maybe I'll speak about it later on in the video. But when I was doing my Instagram stories last night, I was doing some questions and you guys were asking me a few things, and I had so many comments that were like, when are you next gonna do a vlog? I really miss your homely kind of like chatty random vlogs. So instead of putting up another haul today, I thought I could just grace you with a, you know, Elle in her apartment, we're chilling out boo, we're gonna do some tidying, we're gonna do some chatting, just like have fun. Do you know what I mean? So that's the plan for today. Hope you guys are excited to chill out with me. I'm literally like relaxing, chillaxing, maxing. Okay. So it's 11 o'clock, I've been to the gym this morning, and I've come home, showered, popped to Asda to get some milk for my Weetabix, had my Weetabix, and now I'm chilling out with you guys. I'll show you guys the apartment because I feel like you haven't seen it in a real long time. I feel like my apartment is your apartment. Is that weird? Yeah. You guys are gonna see the apartment, like probably the messiest you've ever seen it. Yeah, I wish I could say it's all Connor, but it's kind of not, because these are all mine. Let's chill out and fold these clothes and have a chat. OMG, by the way, how bad is this? Can you guys actually see? Okay, it starts off there and it's supposed to go straight up, but it's actually had so much stuff on it that it's leaned. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's literally supposed to be there. It's supposed to be there, everybody, and I'm literally having a mental breakdown because, oh my goodness, that's where it sits, right? One day, not being funny, I'm expecting to walk in and for the whole thing to have collapsed, and for my landlord to have a massive go at me. And if any of you guys are wondering what this big rubbish bag is, I don't just keep my rubbish in my beauty room, like that's just, that would be so disgusting of me. This is actually a big bag of all my old clothes that I'm going to take to charity. So how are my angels? What's everybody been up to? Are we all having the best summer? Woo! I have been having a great summer so far, like guys. Oh, maybe these need to go in the wash actually. We went to like this beach thing yesterday with my family, and all these shorts, and they just feel like really like sandy and gritty, you know what I mean? Okay. I actually don't know why there's always an ambulance or a siren or something literally whenever I try and film in here. Always. Do you know what I mean? Sorry if the camera angle keeps moving, by the way. My beauty unit's so damn clean, it keeps slipping sliding all over the place. By the way, I don't want anyone thinking my apartment is literally like a disgusting pigsty. It's just untidy. It's actually the cleanest it's probably ever been since we moved in, because the other day I actually had, okay, don't judge me. I had a like professional cleaner come in, and she came around for a few hours and she did like the biggest deep clean ever of the apartment. Yeah, everything's really clean at the moment, but sadly, you know, what can I say, everybody, it's been the weekend, we've been chilling out. Like this weather just literally makes me want a garden with every single inch of me. Like I am desperate for a garden. Can you actually imagine living the life of luxury with a garden in this weather? Oh, I'd have picnics every day, boo. Like I'd have, I don't know, ice in my drinks every day, all day. Somebody asked me actually yesterday in my stories what me and Con have been up to, you know, like there's not been much exciting news on the channel recently. I kind of feel like half of you guys are still expecting us to pack our bags and leave to go traveling, and if you guys haven't heard the news already, sis, you ain't heard the tea. We are not going back out traveling. I feel like I need to explain that to still a lot of angels, okay? If you want to know why, I did speak about it all in the mukbang we did, which was the first video we did back from traveling. Short story is, we found it too kind of hard to work out there whilst enjoying our time. We put too much pressure on ourselves, and we missed the apartment, we missed our family. Plus, at the moment, I do have quite a lot of family things going on behind the scenes that I'm not going to speak about, but it just does mean that I am needed at home right now for this bit of my life. So anyway, the next part in mine and Con's chapter is da-da-da-da. Oh, that was such a cute drum roll. We're actually planning on buying a house, which I am very, very excited about, and I wasn't going to like speak about it until it actually happens, because you know how long these things take. Like, they can take so long to sort out. Annoyingly, frustratingly for me, because I'm such an impulsive person. When we first started speaking about it, I was like, great! By September the 1st, we're going to be in our brand new house. We're going to have a dog. Yeah, I'm going to be living my best life. Boom. Con was like, Ellie, come back down to earth. Okay. At the moment, we're just sorting out loads of things with our accountant and I don't know, whatever. Let's not talk about that boring stuff. Okay, that's all my stuff sorted out. So what do I want to do with my life right now? Okay, I've tidied my bit. Connor can totally clean his on his own. See, this is what I mean. Heaps and heaps of washing to put away. I've actually also got my bed sheets ready to go in the dryer. This is the state of the lounge after Sunday night, Netflix, chilling out, snacks. Do you know what I mean? Let's sort all this out. Literally, like, oh my God. When the lounge is like not tidy, it gives me the worst anxiety, genuinely. So we're really trying hard to kind of, you know, get lots of fun videos pumped out for you. Working hard, sticking to schedules. Like I said before, you kind of never really know how long it's going to take buying a house and stuff, but hopefully fingers crossed, we'll kind of be in there, like, I don't know, I don't want to say before Christmas because I don't want to put that much of a limit on it, but I guess that is like still 5 months away. By the way, when we do get a house, let me tell you everybody, I am replacing this sofa. We first moved in and we were moving in on a budget, like, but that sofa is just not okay. Like, the cushions don't even fit on it properly. Oh my God, Elle Darby complaining 101. Get a grip, boo. You know what? Let's talk about something you guys actually want to hear about. Let's look at these questions from my story. OMG, someone actually asked about Netflix recommendations. Can I just say we're watching The Staircase at the moment and I'm loving it. I don't know if Connor's necessarily loving it because it's not really his kind of thing, but I am loving it. Literally don't even at me, guys. Like, we have watched almost every series possible on Netflix. My absolute musts that you guys need to watch, okay. Our American Horror Story. American Horror Story is possibly like one of my favorite series ever. Like, we're talking top 3. VOA is pretty good, kind of hard to understand though. Stranger Things, obviously. 7 Seconds is amazing. If any of you guys haven't watched 7 Seconds, I kind of feel like it's a really underrated series. Like, not many people talk about it, but 7 Seconds is literally amazing. It's a murder. It's kind of like a murder mystery. Basically, this white cop runs over a black teenager in New York. I'm going to leave it there. But it's real good and it's all about the sort of justice system and stuff. If you also enjoy like kind of British series, I don't know if that's like a genre, but you know, sort of like BBC One stuff, Luther is really good. Luther is the only series, can I just add, that like me and Connor have literally sat there like this when something happened in Luther. Like, that's never been topped. And we watched that 3 years ago, 4 years ago? Years ago. Marcella is also another really good one. We just finished that one. Broadchurch is amazing, but I don't know if that's on Netflix. All of this actually reminds me, someone else asked that I saw if I like to watch like true crime YouTube and stuff. I don't watch true crime. I don't really know what that is, but I'm guessing it's similar to like murder investigations and stuff. Connor has really got into conspiracy theories recently, which means I've had to get into conspiracy theories. He's been watching a lot of Shane Dawson. Now me and Connor are like low-key convinced that the moon landing was fake. Disney stars are brainwashed and everything else. It's really interesting. I'd recommend like just going and watching some of Shane Dawson's like top videos. Also, oh my God, if you guys are into sort of like the YouTube community, you need to watch the Jeffree Star documentary by Shane Dawson. Literally everybody, like, I actually can't even cope. I was never really a big Jeffree Star fan. I never watched him. I didn't really know anything about him other than he was like a big YouTuber. But honestly, after getting into Shane's videos, and then obviously Shane's brought out this like 5-part documentary or whatever on Jeffree, like, I just have a newfound respect for Jeffree Star. And I didn't even know Jeffree Star like before this documentary. I don't know, it's pretty crazy. I'm getting a lot of questions about my current like workout routine, like what I'm doing, because I've mentioned in a couple of videos that I'm cutting at the moment. I did touch on this in my Drive With Me videos. If you guys haven't seen that, then go and check that out. So basically at the moment, yeah, I am cutting. I really wanted to lose some weight because okay, I'm gonna be completely open and honest, because I do feel like we are just chatting rubbish in this vlog. And I feel like you guys are here for it. Well, you're obviously here for it if you're sat watching this video. Sorry if you think this is a boring video, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to keep things real over here. Anyway, when I'm like not dieting or cutting or into fitness, and I'm literally just like, obviously not binging and like being a big fat pig, but eating what I want, like not caring about fitness or whatever, you guys get the gist, living like a normal human being, my weight kind of always sits at around 61, 62 kg, and I'm bearing in mind I'm like 5'3". It always has, like, before I got into fitness, funnily enough, that was literally my weight. I remember weighing myself for the first ever time, like when I got with Connor, and it was that weight, and then when I sort of came out of fitness sort of like 18 months ago after being really heavily involved with it for ages, that was my weight again. And then microwave angel, you can't do that to me. And then when we got back from Australia, I was about that weight again. So I kind of just, I'm never like unhappy when I'm at that weight, but I did want to do something about it this time because, you know, I haven't pushed myself for ages. It's my birthday in December, which I know feels like months away, but for the last few years, I've always thought, oh, I want to look and like feel really good on my birthday. I want to kind of be about maybe 56, 57 kg, because that's always the weight I feel really, really good at. When I stepped on stage, I was like 53 kg. So to some people that's like not very light, but for me, like, I mean, my period stopped, like my body was literally in starvation mode. So 53 kg is more than light enough for me personally in my body. But don't forget, we all have different body types and body shapes, and I know girls that weigh like literally 40 kg and like they don't even look really that skinny. So please don't use my weights or anything as like what you should be weighing or what you should be aiming for, or that like if you're in the 60s you should like want to lose weight or anything either. That's just me personally. So yeah, at the moment I am cutting, and by cutting I mean I'm counting macros, counting calories, because that's what personally works for me. Again, it doesn't work for everybody. This is kind of like why I really wanted to get out of the fitness industry, because everything is so subjective, but a lot of people take it objectively, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm counting macros, which is being overseen by Connor. Obviously me and Connor are both personal trainers, believe it or not. Yes, I am qualified. And then in terms of workouts, I am basing my workouts off of a guide that Connor did with Karis, which is absolutely amazing. £15. They're actually working on a version number 2, because the first guide is weeks 1 to 8, and then the one they're working on at the moment is weeks 8 to 16, and I've been like guinea pigging some of their workouts. Oh my god, guys, I actually can't even go. Time to do the washing. Just keeping you guys updated with, you know, what we're doing now. I feel like I have something in my eye. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm going to the gym like 5 times a week at the moment, and I'm feeling really, really good. I go with a friend on like 3 of those sessions when she can make it. Do you find that like for the first week or 2, your cut or your diet or whatever it is you choose to do is always the hardest? And if you do have a friend, especially in that period of time, that kind of like wants to do the same as you, then it's way more motivating because you have each other to keep accountable. And so far, since you got back from Australia, I've lost like 7 pounds, which I'm feeling really, really good about. What else have you guys been asking? Let's answer like a proper question. Okay, here's a cute one. What's the secret to keep your relationship fresh and exciting? I love you and Con. Angel, can I just say, we love you back, right? We are your biggest fans. We're here for you, like Jessica Lynn says. I just say I'm honoured that you guys think me and Con's relationship is fresh and exciting. That's really a compliment. I don't know, I do like to think that me and Con have like a really special relationship. Obviously we work together, we've been through an awful lot together, just things with my personal life and stuff. We do spend like the majority of every single day together, and I know that a lot of people wouldn't be able to do that with their other half. Like, they literally drive each other crazy, and I don't blame them. It's just about finding someone who brings out the best in you rather than the worst in you. You've got to be with someone who wants to still keep the relationship fresh and exciting. Do you know what I mean? And honestly, like, if you do find the right person, it's much easier to keep the relationship fresh and exciting because you're with the right person to be doing that with, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope it does. Me and Con like to try to keep like a date night going once every week, and I know that's such like a generic kind of piece of advice, but honestly, even though we do that, like a lot of our relationship is based around work and like being busy and being productive, because that's like both who Connor and I are as individuals. Like, if we didn't have work that really sort of kept us on our toes all the time and kept us interested, we just love the grind. We do have so much in common. So maybe if there's something that isn't fresh and exciting in your relationship, maybe if, like, I don't know, try and find a hobby that you guys both enjoy, so it brings a little bit of excitement to your relationship and you develop more of the friendship aspect as well as the relationship kind of aspect. I feel like that's really important. You need to be best friends as well as boyfriend and girlfriend, or girlfriend and girlfriend and boyfriend, do you know what I mean? Another massive thing is obviously communication. Like, you can feel yourself kind of getting narked off with the other one, and like you find yourself getting annoyed at every single tiny little thing they do, that's obviously some form of build-up in you, and you need to express that to the other one before it kind of turns toxic, and then it won't be so hard to keep it fresh. Do you know what I mean? What else? I've actually got loads of people asking about my skin, an update with it and what I'm doing with it at the moment. I always kind of I don't know how I feel talking about my skin, because I want to officially like talk about my skin when I have a solution for you guys, because I don't like to just keep saying, oh yeah, I'm trying this, and then I'm doing this, and then, oh, that didn't work, and then hundreds of other people have their own opinions, and they're like, oh, you should do this and do that, and you know. I'm like, babes, trust me, I've already tried that, right? But if you guys are new here, you won't know, I do suffer from acne of some sort that came on actually after my bikini competition that I did back in September 2006. Bit of background, because I don't know how many of you guys are actually new here. Before I did this bikini competition of mine, okay, I never ever had any health issues ever in my life. Like, I never had acne, was like a relatively very healthy person, considering I didn't try to have a healthy lifestyle, if you know what I mean. After my show, pretty much like I would say within 3 months of coming off of the diet, I broke out in like the worst acne I've ever had in my entire life. And bearing in mind, I have never ever had bad skin, and neither has anybody in my family, so it was like very bizarre, and I was obviously distraught. And I also had a lot of issues that ended up being my underactive thyroid, and just a few other things. Like, it took me a while to get my period back, and basically like my body was completely out of whack. Anyway, going back to my skin, I was on a course of antibiotics called doxycycline for like 6 months, and it cleared my skin up perfectly, and then all of a sudden they just stopped working. Literally like one day I just woke up with some bad spots again, and then the day after that it was like my acne was kind of back in full force, but it felt like it was almost worse. Then I went to the doctors again. They put me on a different course of antibiotics called limecycline, which just didn't work for me. I was on them for a couple of months and they just didn't work. And then more recently this year, after like kind of having a break and seeing if it would sort itself out naturally, after using like different skincare products, I took like a food test, and then because I wasn't really sure how legitimate that was, I went to go and see a special doctor that basically would tell me if I did have any allergies to any foods or whatever, who ended up telling me I have an issue with my gut called candida, and that I had a yeast allergy, very different to a yeast infection, may I add. So then for like a month, 2 months, I was like super strict on what I was eating. I was making sure that everything I was eating had no yeast in it, and I was researching like what to do with the candida diet, and still nothing. My skin was literally just as bad. And then at this point we were traveling, and so I decided there wasn't really like much I could do. I tried like a huge round of supplements, so I was taking like flaxseed oil, I was taking prebiotic, probiotic, like so many of them a day. I was taking like just loads and loads and loads of different supplements, and again it didn't work. So now I kind of feel like my main option that I have left is to go down the route of discovering if it's a hormonal issue, which would obviously make sense, like thinking about where it sparked from. Obviously it came on after my prep, and my hormones were like completely out of whack during prep, so I've actually decided to go back on the pill. I was on the pill for like a couple of years when I was younger, maybe 16. When I was doing my prep, I stopped going on the pill, and instead I actually had the coil put in, the non-hormonal coil, which I don't really feel like, obviously other than not getting me pregnant, as giving me any benefits. I've actually had the worst ever period pains I've ever had in my entire life with the coil. I don't want anybody to like to take this for Bible, because obviously, you know, my body is my body, your body is your body. I never ever had period pains before I had the coil put in, and every single time of the month now I have the worst period pains of my life. So I decided I wasn't really that bothered on like losing the coil, instead trying out the pill. So I'm now on the pill, like a specific pill that the doctors have recommended for me, that apparently is supposed to really help with the skin. And I'm not gonna lie, I have definitely seen a slight improvement, but I've only been on it for 3 weeks, and they said that it would take like a couple of months to kind of see the benefits. So I'm kind of just like waiting, and I'm also just making sure my skin is really moisturized all the time, because I feel like that helps with texture. So yeah, that's my skin update at the moment. Yeah girl, do you know what I mean? Like, there's not really much to update you on that, although that's probably been like a massive chunk of the video. Anyway, how long is this video? Because I kind of feel like it's a million minutes long. Really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I've never done anything like it before. A lot of you guys said that you just want to see me chilling out at home, and that's literally what this vlog was. Okay. When Con gets home, I'm actually gonna make him take me to Tesco's and do like a big grocery haul, because look how, oh my god, you guys are actually gonna be like pretty disgusted with me. Look how gross this is. Like, we have no food basically. Literally nothing in the freezers. Okay, vegetables in there, but like we have nothing in these freezers. Nothing even in the cupboards, obviously apart from a bag of bay. So I'm looking forward to eating. I do have a really exciting week this week actually. I'm very busy for the first time in a while. So on Wednesday I'm going to an event in London with PLT, which is going to be really good fun. And then on Friday, like I keep mentioning, I'm going to Boardmasters with a brand, and I'm going to be there from Friday till Sunday. So I'm really excited. If any of you guys have been to Boardmasters, or if you're going this year, please let me know and what it's like, and you know what the vibe is. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be sunny, it's going to be good. We're gonna chill out. Love you guys so much. Please make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I am planning to bring some more vlogs back onto the channel because I do think that you guys enjoy them, and I'm gonna try and vlog this week with some of the fun things that I do. So love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.